Hello. Welcome, warriors. Happy Saturday from Colorado. It is 70 degrees and gorgeous here today. Hopefully you're having a great day as well, wherever you are in the world. I'm making one of my favorites. So if you don't know, I moved from New York to Colorado about a month ago. And I miss By Chloe's mac and cheese. So if you are vegan and you live in Manhattan, you know that she has multiple locations. The one I used to frequent was on 22nd and 6th. So I miss it a lot. I had clients on 21st and 5th, so it was like my go-to lunch spot whenever I was there. So I'm making her shiitake mac and cheese. So right now I have in the oven sweet potatoes that I peeled, cut, and cubed. I just didn't think you needed to see all of that. It's in the oven now. I put a little bit of safflower seed oil on it. That's what I chose to use. That's her recipe. So a little salt and pepper, put it in the oven. That's roasting at 375 for probably about half hour while I do all the other shit. Sorry. I'm also going to be cooking the pasta, which is boiling behind me. And then I will transport the pasta 1 cup at a time when it's ready into the sauce, which I will be using in my cast iron Martha Stewart, pot, my Dutch oven, if you will. So let's go for it. So the shiitake bacon, which I'm making, so you can use this shiitake bacon for anything. So you can use it for like breakfast, you can use it for lunch, you can use it to top your mac and cheese, which I'm going to be doing. That's how By Chloe sells it and serves it. And I usually am like, can I get some extra shiitake bacon? And they're always like, sure. Then they like load it up, so I love it. Just adds a little bit more protein, adds a little bit more flavor, adds a little bit of pizzazz. So you take your shiitake mushrooms, you wash them. It's a 1/4 cup of oil. That's a lot of oil. So I've just kind of been, because the mushrooms will absorb it, and you do need to marinate these. So I'm just kind of going for it, drizzling it. You probably should measure. Don't follow my lead, but whatever. They're nice and coated, so you can see. And then super easy, 1 1/4 inch, Jesus, it's been a long week. 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So again, I use pink Himalayan sea salt. You can always add more, you can't take away. So I just do a couple grinds, do a little bazinga here, and then 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper. I didn't wear makeup for this tutorial, so you're welcome. Again, just kind of lightly sprinkle, whatever. And then I feel like hers tasted a little different. I'm gonna add maybe a little bit of smoked paprika just to give it something. So we'll see. So get them nice and coated. They're gonna marinate now. Let them sit here while the sweet potatoes cook, and then I'll switch, add a little bit more oil because it seemed to have absorbed into the mushrooms. So hope everyone had a great Saturday. I went bike riding today and did a bunch of self-care things and went grocery shopping. I was supposed to go up north and go to Estes Park and do all these things, but it just didn't pan out today, so next time. So I just turned it into a yoga self-care day. So now I'm gonna show you what these look like. They are nice and coated. And I'm gonna let them sit and marinate. I have a timer going for about 9 minutes, so the pasta is actually done. You wanna not cook it all the way. You want to drain it and then set it aside. Look for my... And then you'll drain it in cold water, and then to reheat it, you'll add it to like the cast iron pot and just a little bit of water just to kind of absorb into it. And then you start to add the sauce that I'm gonna make in the food processor. So we'll see. Let me put this in the sink and then take my handy dandy pot holders. You can't see me, but I'm draining, and I'm gonna run the cold water over these. I'm gonna set the guy in the back, cold water. I'm gonna wash these. Oh, we lost one. I may have overcooked them. Nope, they're actually perfect. Not quite cooked. Oh, I love this song. What's next? Let's check on the sweet potatoes. See what goes on. So this is about a pound of sweet potatoes. In about 8 minutes, I'm going to flip them all. They've been in there for about 20 so far. And then we're gonna start making the sauce. So here we go. All right, so I've never made this before. I've just been missing it, and I decided, why the fuck not? So this is like my little recipe book that one of my friends at home got me. So I add all my favorite recipes to it. I'll take a screenshot and add it to this little video. I'm just gonna move this so I can see what goes on. So we cooked the pasta, we're cooking the sweet potatoes. So now, I guess I have to wait till the sweet potatoes are done to make this sauce. Let's see what goes on. Let's taste them. Oh, they're still as hard as a rock. So what I'm gonna do is, because I can't put them in yet, I'm gonna get everything else ready. I'm gonna prep it. So I have a Ninja food processor slash blender slash personal use. I really like it. I think it's fantastic. And it really wasn't that expensive. So you could buy cheaper food processors, but I like this one because it is so big. So Ninja, hit us up. Hit the warriors up, y'all. All right, so it says, put the sweet potato, cashew, sea salt, garlic, mustard seed, light brown sugar, cayenne pepper, 3 cups of water in high-speed blender, 7 to 9 minutes. I'm gonna start with the water. So I have my measuring cup, 3 cups. So this is 2. Put the pasta back in here. Ooh. Just so it's not sitting in my sink. 1 more cup of water. So now we have 3 cups. And then we do cashews. So I bought organic cashews today from Whole Foods. They're delicious. Fun fact about cashews, in India, which I left a year ago today, so I'm a little sad. They grow on an orange fruit, which is actually poisonous, and they turn it into alcohol, which is called fenny. Really cool. But to harvest a cashew, it grows on a tree, and their fruit's like this big, and then 1 single cashew comes out kind of like where a stem would be out of an apple. The shell's poisonous, so you have to peel that off, and then it's like a ton of work for this. That's why they're so expensive. So, but they're really good for you. How many cups do we need? 1 cup raw. These are raw. So I'm gonna let these soak in the water. There's a method to my madness. You're supposed to if you're gonna make any type of like cheese with cashews. I also, if you love like a cheese queso, you can make your own. But if you're super lazy and you're like, oh, whatever, you can get this cashew queso. Okay, cashew queso. It's delicious. So these are soaking. Sea salt. Again, pink Himalayan sea salt, it's my fave. And you need 2 teaspoons, so I'm really good at measuring salt, as you can tell. Again, you can always add more. So we're just gonna do a couple grinds, go to town. Then we do garlic. So for garlic, it says 1 clove. So I'm gonna do 1 whole clove. And because I really enjoy garlic, I'm actually gonna do like 1.5 cloves, because there's this little guy. I mean, why not, right? You can never have too much garlic. Then, mustard seed. So, in India, I got a bunch of spices, this beautiful tin. I know a guy, so I have his WhatsApp number, so if you want any spices, let me know, and they're like the best spices ever. I shipped like a ridiculous amount of them home, gave them out as gifts. My family and friends love them. In the move, they kind of spilled all over the place, but ooh, just opening that smells so aromatic, it's so good. So these are mustard seeds from India. So for them, 1 tablespoon of mustard seeds. So I'm going to use this guy, 1 teaspoon, so that's probably about a teaspoon. Throw that in there. I don't need anything else out of here, so I can put this away. You know, I'll have to turn down Taylor Swift, God forbid they delete this video. I hope you can't hear it. I'll be so upset. 2 tablespoons light brown sugar. So 2 tablespoons. This I will measure. Tablespoon. So I don't want it to be too sweet. What the fuck is that? No? So 1. You know, I always knew there was brown sugar in this recipe. I could taste it. Cayenne pepper, 3 cups of water in high-speed blender. So cayenne pepper, which I have somewhere. What did I do with the pep? Oh, duh. So for cayenne pepper, it's a 1/4 teaspoon. So we're gonna use the 1/2. And hope that it's not too much. I'm sure you like how I measure and do all these things properly. Excuse me. Let's check the sweet potatoes. They appear to be cooking nicely. They are still not cooked, so I'm gonna spread them out a little bit more. And then put the timer on for another 20. And hopefully then they will be done. So for the sauce, we have sweet potato, cashew, sea salt, garlic, mustard seed, light brown sugar, cayenne pepper, 3 cups of water, and then we blend it for 7 to 9 minutes. And then we add the pasta and we simmer the sauce and we do all the things. So that's how easy this was. The shiitake mushrooms I am gonna put in the oven in probably about 10 minutes. And hopefully the potatoes will be done. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, warriors. As if you were worried. This fucking tripod, I can't. Anyway, I took the butternuts, or the butternut squash, the sweet potatoes out of the oven. And I am going to blend these for eight minutes. So I might turn off the camera again, just so you're not like dying. But I am about to take the shiitake mushrooms, and they've been marinating now for about a half hour, or like a few minutes shy, but who has time, right? So I'm gonna put them on the pan that I just roasted the sweet potatoes on, and cook these bitches for bake for 30 minutes. So I'll be back. Okay, sorry I had an outfit change. I got cheese sauce all over my shirt, so here we are. Outfit number 2, same meal. This looks and tastes so good. I wish you could see it like a little bit better. Maybe I'll show you the finished product, but you can see how it's rich in color, just like a Kraft mac and cheese or a Velveeta. It tastes delicious. So you blend it for like 9 minutes. I guess because it really just like whips up like real cheese. I know if any non-vegans are watching this, are like, real cheese. Anyway, it's good. So now I'm gonna I'm gonna pour, because that'll be a mess. So you're supposed to take like a couple cups of sauce. Let's see. It says, simmer until the sauce is thickened and enrobes the pasta. So add a third cup of sauce to pasta at a time. So I'm thinking it probably like a cup of sauce and then a little bit of pasta, and just like kind of keep adding it so the sauce can thicken. We're gonna try that. So I'm gonna do that now. The bacon has about 15 more minutes, so I'll be back. Okay, so I have added the pasta to the sauce. It looks so good, and it's so good for you. It's literally sweet potato, and I got like organic pasta. I probably would have used like a substitute to make it a little healthier, but I feel like I just wanted a little like comfort food, so I went for the pasta. So it's just sweet potato and cashews and some seasoning, which is crazy. I am going to add some margarine. She calls for margarine. I'm gonna use Mi Oikos butter. This is the best vegan butter out there. It's the best for baking. It's the best for everything. It's basically just cashew cream with fermented live cultures. So it acts just like butter. It's made with cashews and coconut, sea salt, cultures, and sunflower lecithin. Filtered water. It's good for you. No cholesterol like other butter. So it says to add some in to maybe plump it up, make it a little bit more creamy. I haven't had this one yet, but like it's brand new. But love dairy without cows. I love that. So I'm gonna add some butter. I'm gonna stir it in. The mushrooms have about 10 more minutes, so I'll see you then. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, and let me tell you, I can't stop eating this mac and cheese. It's so good. And I love that it's mac and cheese, but there's no cheese. But anywho, I'm preparing for the bacon. So the shiitake mushrooms, you let them cook for 30 minutes, and then they come out looking like this. The timer just went off. Woo. So some of them probably could cook a little longer, like the bigger pieces, but a lot of them are really crispy, like the little bacon bits. So that's probably what I'll end up topping my mac and cheese with. So now what you do is, I'll just place this on top of the mac and cheese. you take your mushrooms and they will naturally crisp up on the paper towel. So hopefully you can see what's going on, because how fun is this? And then I'll show you, this mac and cheese has like incredible flavor. By Chloe is amazing. I highly recommend trying one of her restaurants. She is great to follow. She has a million recipes. Definitely go buy her books, support her. You can find this recipe there. Also, look at this bacon. Just let it spread out. Let the oil absorb into the paper towel. Hopefully you can hear me. This looks so good. Oh. Tastes just like it does in Manhattan. So good. And it's essentially guilt-free. I mean, it's a little bit of safflower oil, salt and pepper, and shiitake mushrooms. Oh, and yeah, I spilled on myself again, so. Hot Mess Express. Anyway, these are delicious. I don't know how they're gonna reheat, so that's one thing. They're probably only good tonight. But anyway, bacon's done. You can throw out the parchment paper. And I cleaned the kitchen while everything was baking, so it hasn't really been that bad. So let's make a little dish, shall we? So, let's see. We'll get a bowl. I'll scoop a little bit of the mac and cheese. I don't want too much, it's very filling. And then, put some bacon on top. A little bit of smoked paprika. This is how Chloe serves it. And voila. Homemade mac and cheese, cholesterol-free, dairy-free, and shiitake bacon, which is really fucking good. So, I hope you guys enjoy it and give this a try. All right, happy Saturday, and make sure to come back tomorrow. I'm gonna try to post just a self-love yoga flow. See you then. Bye, warriors.